Sasha Povetkin. World AJ Anthony
still with something to prove, even as he sits atop of the world. Round one for the heavyweight championship, Joshua and Povetkin.
Josh has been working on his uppercut as well. Yes, and I don't know whether that's ominous or not, but he is fighting a Russian.
Povetkin comes in with the jab, lands a hook.
The three-punch combination, it was a jab, a right uppercut, and a left hook around the guard, guys, and there it is again. It was as a shorter fighter.
He's able to get that leverage off his left hook.
Decoy punches to the torso and body. He's just an excellent smart. Look, Joshua returns a favor there.
Joshua. Another look as the blood is flowing from Anthony Joshua, and a hard right hand lands from Povetkin.
Well-timed overhand right there, which is how he's made his living. His bread and butter is timing these bigger men over the top of right hands or left hooks, but he sets them up with power shots. Clean little left hook right there. Those bother you. Sneaky uppercut, overhand right.
Now that in the early going, there's the sharp right hand, and then again, Povetkin following up with the left hand just because he happened to be there and he saw his face red.
And also, Povetkin, he loops those punches and has the right punch to throw on a taller man.
But he makes himself small, Ray. Povetkin makes himself small. He lowers himself and he explodes up. He's been making a career doing that, and that's the reason I saw these being
around the body as well when you're up close.
Good short hand slap there by Joshua, but he has to get what he can get right now because Povetkin is in this fight.
Well, he made it work there, didn't he?
I'm going to answer that. Yes,
yes, right hand
by Joshua. Comes back with a hook. Povetkin now on his heels. He's hurt.
Oh, yes.
Joshua steps to his man. A big hook in the right hand. Povetkin through the ropes.
It's over.
Povetkin, to his credit, able to climb to his feet. He is badly hurt. Joshua trying everything, a big right hand. And this is over. There's your taking back to the heavyweights of the 90s when you did have legends roaming the ring.
That was a Joe Louis type right hand. It was a short little right hand. And when they show it again, it was a short little right hook, and the rest was just over and perfect. Beautiful.
Because once Joshua hurt his man, he hopped on top of him, but still in control, stayed in control, and his punches were sharp, accurate, and powerful.
Look at how short this right hand was. A la Joe Louis, I'm telling you, it was beautiful. He wasn't landing the big extending punches. It was a little sharp, short right hook, right cross that really got Povetkin. The rest was just beautiful.
Did everything he could, finished with that, does a strafing right hand. Steve Gray, the referee, did a marvelous job. And that was over. And Sergio, you were right. Joe Louis was known for it. Came right off the shoulder like a 6-inch punch.
Exactly. Joe Louis style. Joe Louis would be proud right now of this young man. I mean, he really is incredible. He has magic.
And just the arsenal, the repertoire being shown as well.
The combinations as well. He's a combination puncher. He's just a big athletic machine.
He puts you in trouble and he takes advantage of it. He doesn't let up. He doesn't let go.
Well, this is why this man puts 80,000 people in this stadium.
And you know another thing, Brian? Joshua was able to knock out and put away a man that Klitschko couldn't.
It's a good point.
Good point.
And when you see this power coming back from adversity, you know Deontay Wilder is out there watching. And even when he's hurt, he can come back.
I'll tell you what, if Wilder is watching, he needs to be careful because this man is dangerous. His technique is a lot better than Wilder's, I believe. The power is probably just as equally as devastating. It would be a heavyweight clash for the ages. I hope it happens next, and I hope it happens here because this is incredible.
Could happen here April 13th. Ray Leonard, your thoughts on mainly Joshua coming back from being hurt and going through the adversity of this fight?
9 seconds, round number 7. The winner by TKO victory, still the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, the Fighting Pride of the United Kingdom, Anthony
For anyone that might say that didn't see the fight, and again, hard shots by both men. I said earlier in the night, both fighters throwing potential night-ending shots throughout, and Joshua emptied the magazine in that last round. I'm also impressed, again, Povetkin badly hurt. Just no quit in him, no intention. Like, let me climb off my knees, let me get off the ring apron and get back up. Then the referee looking him in the eye, take a step toward me. You know, how are you? And then you got to step toward, because if you stay where you're standing, that referee, Steve Gray, would have stopped this fight. But you have to step forward, you have to show, no, I'm going. Don't stop this. And he didn't. So Joshua got to stop it. No question. But Wilder, to his credit, was accepting a lot of different terms, as Chris Mannix had mentioned earlier.
Thank you very, very much. Sky, the zone, everyone involved, thank you very much for your attendance. And especially, before we forget, Team Povetkin.
Well said. You've stopped a man that's never been stopped.
Can we give a round of applause for Eddie Hearn, please?
You can't have everything in life, I suppose. Anthony, on the fight, you've stopped a man that's never been stopped before, a serious and dangerous contender, former world champion Alexander Povetkin. Your words on your performance and what sort of statement you sent out to the rest of the division tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Alexander Povetkin is a very tough challenger. He proved that tonight with good left hooks, good counter punches. But I come in here to have fun, do what I've been working on in the gym, and give it my best. I realised he was strong to the head, but I know that he was weak to the body. So instead of jabbing to the head, I was just switching it up. And every jab takes a second of breath out of you, so it slows him down. It could have took 7, maybe 9, maybe 12 rounds to get him out of there, but the ultimate goal was to be victorious tonight.
How badly were you affected by the nose injury in the first round?
Yeah, these shorter guys, they're very good coming through the middle. But let's not worry about that. Tonight's out of the way. Let's figure out what's happening on April 13th. That's what we all want to know.
Okay, so the obvious question is, who do you want to fight on April 13th?
Let's ask the question. I haven't got no mandatories, right? There's no mandatory challenges. No one's going to spring up. We'll see about that, but providing there's no mandatory challenges, who do we want to fight here in April 13th? We'll put a poll out on Twitter. We're going to put a poll out on Twitter because anyone's welcome. As I said earlier, there's always some complications with negotiations. Fair dues. But the sport is about what the fans want. Sometimes we have to face our mandatories, which I did tonight. And now that's out of the way, we'll put a poll out to the audience and see what they want April 13th, because it's you guys who make this sport. Look, I'm not in the blame game. It was him, it was me, tit for tat. We've both done a lot of talking, and I'm here now. I had a good fight. I got my knockout streak back. I found my right hand. It went missing for a little while. I found it, and it's lining up for April 13th.
You talked about pressure in the build-up, a lot of pressure that you put on yourself. Were you under pressure to put on that sort of performance tonight?
Let me get some water. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. There's no doubt about it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The whole country's rooting for us all, man. Not only me, David Price, Lawrence Okoli, Luke Campbell. Who else is on the undercard? Yeah, the whole country's rooting for boxing. You know, I'm a heavyweight, I'm a world champion, so they get behind us. If it was just about me, I'd just come in there and have fun, but the energy in here spurs you on, and I do feel that pressure, I'm not going to lie.
How hurt were you at the end of the first round? And are you showing that you are learning? A few years ago, maybe you wouldn't have won that fight tonight.
Yeah, a few years ago, maybe I wouldn't have won that fight, but That's credit to my coaching staff, nutritionist, management team, people who help me in camp, security, just trying to make my life easier. It's about developing, you know. Sugar Ray Robinson lost. It shows you how tough this fight is, how tough this game is. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to learn. Look, as I said, enough of the talking about my development. That's down to the team. But as I said, April 13th is what I'm really interested in. What's happening here in Wembley Stadium again.
Who do you think wins out of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury?
I'm not too fussed who wins, if I'm honest. I only concentrate on myself. But good luck to both of them. I wish them well. And may the champion bring himself to the UK and let's have a good dust up.
If that fight can't be made, would you be interested in going over old ground with your old friend Dillian White?
Where's Dylan? Where is he? He's somewhere amongst the crowd, but he's a serious fighter. That's all I want to fight is serious challenges. We got respect for each other, mutual respect, fighter to fighter. But when it comes down to competition, we're both beasts, we're both lions in the jungle. And the best man has to win. So if Dylan wants to fight here, he's more than welcome as well.
Can you still improve? Can you be better?
Yeah, 100%. But then again, the tougher the challenge, the harder the performance, the more you learn. So as I said to you earlier, 10 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago at the press conference, this is chapter 2. Remember when I said that at the press conference? And I meant it. So we're at a different level now, and I've got to find my feet again.
If I know you're not a betting man, but well, you are a betting man, but if you had to pick one name that you're going to face here on April 13th, who would it be?
Anyone. I don't want to talk no more about it. Do you know what I mean? There's no contract signed at the minute, so my number one would be Wilder, and then that's it. Look, that's it. Let me not talk about number 2, number 3. Wilder, that's it, yeah.
I'm going to let you go, but I just want to know if you want to say something to all the people that braved the rain. Wembley's a great omen for you, but a lot of people stayed out in the rain today.
Was the rain bad? Listen, I prayed and I prayed and I prayed for sunshine. Tonight was rainy, but we've had a brilliant summer. We've enjoyed it, and let's just have a great Christmas. It's coming to the end of the year. Let's finish the year on a high. Whatever everyone's doing tonight, be safe, and I'll see you here again in April.
Congratulations and well done. Eddie Hearn, let's just talk about April 13th. You said he wants to...
That's quite an interview right there, and I like the follow-ups where finally he had to say, all right, well, there's Wilder, and then there's Wilder. Because you know, if you wanted to go to a poll for the fans, but you might as well just go to Alabama and poll there for Deontay Wilder. Let's go to Chris Mannix. Chris?
Well, Anthony, congratulations. Sub 50-degree temperatures, cold rain, and yet you still put 80,000 fans here in the building. You made them a little bit nervous early on in this fight. You finished with a knockout. How do you feel about the way you fought?
Yeah, it was a clever fight. Sometimes it could be boring. You know, you have to find your feet, find your range, and so on and so forth. But ultimately, it's about getting there in the end. It took 7 rounds. It may have took 10, it may have took 12. Ultimately, it's boxing. And when you do that, the knockouts come. And I got the knockout, I'm happy. But as a champion, it's just about moving on. And people want to know what's happening next. So we booked out here April 13th for another good night of boxing. And anyone's welcome to challenge me for my titles.
Before I get to that, your promoter, Eddie Hearn, told everybody that would listen that Alexander Povetkin was an extremely dangerous opponent. Did you think he was this dangerous coming in? And what were you thinking after that first round when he buckled you a little bit?
Whoa, I didn't buckle. Don't tell anyone. Do you know what, right? I knew he was a serious challenger. That's what I said to him at the end. When you've been consistent from the amateurs right through to the pros, got beat to Klitschko 5 years ago, and managed to stay at the top of your game, you know that's a serious challenger. Do you know what I mean? So he come in tonight, look, it's his chance to get his hands on the title. All it takes is one punch. He's got a very good left hook, very good overhand, but I had to box clever, make him miss, make him pay.
You've already said you'll be back here in April. I assume you'll wait till after December 1st to see what happens between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, which is a brilliant opportunity because we'll wait for them, but ultimately, I'm not going to lie to you, I've got the best management team and the best promoter and the best broadcasters with me in the business. So what they'll do is continue searching the perimeters, see who's serious, the venue's booked, the date's booked, any challengers welcome. And my management team, my promoting team will do a great job of putting someone here in the opposite corner to me April 13th.
Does a win like this make you any more motivated to fight a Deontay Wilder?
You can answer that question. You put yourself in my shoes. I've got all the belts, I've proven myself tonight. Someone's going to win all the belts, someone's going to win that belt, December 1st. So put yourself in my shoes, and they said, do you want to fight Wilder here next? You'll probably say yes as well. All the fans across the world will say yes, and I'm saying I want it as well. So if the stars align, we'll be here for sure.
Over in the U.S., Wilder would say he offered you $50 million. He offered to take $15 million.
Did he?
He says, I'm saying he would say that. He offered to come here. What needs to happen for a Deontay Wilder fight to happen in April?
He needs to win December, and then we need to sit down and just get the little bits out of the way. Do you know what I mean? Remember, we've been negotiating after the Takam fight last year, so it's been a long time negotiating. He said certain things to Dylan. Listen, you don't give me the money I want, I ain't got to fight anyone serious for 2 years, so on and so forth. Dylan showed it on his DMs to the Zone. The thing is, there's a lot of back and forth, he said, she said, but ultimately, we're two fighters, two champions in the same division at the same time, so at the end of the day, we have to fight each other. Do you know where I'm coming from? It'll be silly of us not to. Dylan stepped up, Molina stepped up, Brazil stepped up, Charles Martin stepped up, Klitschko stepped up, Povetkin stepped up, Wilder will step up, Fury will step up, so it's just a matter of time.
You've rarely disappointed. You didn't again tonight. Congratulations, Anthony.
Yeah, so this is the launch of the Zone, right?
It is.
Nice to meet you all. Thank you for tuning in, and long may it continue. Boxing is on the rise. Thank you.
Brian?
Wow, that's sensational. Look, bottom line, before we get to like what's ahead, and I thought Anthony was pretty forthright there. That's a spectacular performance, Ray. Your thoughts on what you saw tonight in the ring?
I saw a class act. I saw a dominant.